potatoes, the sweet potatoes.
Oh, we are going to put them in a potato gun and shoot them at people.
Oh.
Yes.
Extreme.
Very extreme.
Look at that sticker. Carnivore cookbook. Let's see the science that they're citing. Let's just see what the science.
Hold on. Where the hell?
This is
There
what
we
you
go.
want to get instead.
So,
Actual science in that book.
it says right here, does beef contribute to climate change?
Oh
And
god.
at the bottom right here, it's saying, basically for every pound of carbon emitted, the cow enabled about 3.2 pounds of carbon to be removed from the air and fixed into the plant roots in the cow itself. Therefore, a cow helps remove carbon from the atmosphere. And then you go to this website, and it's literally just some dude's blog. I mean, that's not science.
So this is claiming that.
Well, here, hold on. It was talking about dispelling the myths about meat. Does meat cause cancer? And then they had this chart basically saying that I guess the more wheat you eat, the more heart disease you have.
Yeah.
And then they're sourcing this thing called the China Study Factor Fallacy by Denise Minger.
Guess what it is? It's another blog post.
Yeah, this stuff is opinions. You can't source this as science.
Oh my god.
It's just...
That's so bad. Yum. Yum. And look at the spring buds on this tree as I hit every chair with my hip. Look at the springtime. It's time for full moon ritual outside. This is once again how real men shoot animals. I highly, highly recommend reading this book, How to Break Up with Your Phone. Happy that I am back. Chicken. It's a lovely morning on a babysitting day. And me and Chitin, we're gonna go outside for a minute before I make me and Avery something to eat. And Chitin's gonna be a true predator here. These random flowers and then these random spurts of grass. I finally had clipped my toenails, so now I can actually show my feet when I'm doing some earthing. Our smartphones are a true enemy of being present and honestly being our most happy that we can be. They are designed to be extremely addictive and horrible for our attention spans and memory. We unconsciously keep them at our sides and turn to them in every moment of discomfort. Look at this beautifulness. So I'm about to take Avery to the park, but before I do, I'm going to eat this last brownie from the batch that Keegan made of sweet potato brownies. I don't even like brownies, and this is like one of my favorite fucking things. For one thing, it has beautiful memories tied to it because he brought me these like when we were first hanging out. And for another thing, it's really healthy except for the oil, and it's so fucking good. Look at these footprints. What the heck are they? What are they? Are they dog? Are they dog prints? They look like little hands. I have truly, really mastered the mac and cheese recipe. And no cows and baby cows have to be murdered for this mac and cheese. Wow. I have been doing no phone days 1 day a week, which is 24 hours without a phone at all. I find that when I get over the urges to check my phone, I'm so much more present to the world around me. Where's the first flower? Right here. Let's take a look. The first flower looks like the emoji, the flower emoji. Focus.
This is why I have to eat this whole thing of Oli. There are 220 calories per serving. One serving per serving, and there's 3 servings in there. So you can eat 3 servings, one at a time, and it will be 660 calories. But if you eat the whole fucking thing and one serving, it's only 650. It saves you 10 calories if you eat the whole fucking thing.
Chicken is joining me while I do some yoga in the ideal weather. See? How beautiful is my life? If your instinct when you see a bunch of wildlife is to observe them and say, oh, how beautiful, or even just to leave them alone, then you already agree with veganism. You already agree with vegans. No difference between these beautiful birds that you would not want to hurt and the chickens and turkeys on your plate. Look at these pink. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Can't stand it. I love fucking pink trees so much. So I've been doing yoga for over a year, and I've never been into doing yoga in the morning, but I'm officially gonna start having yoga as part of my actual morning routine. For those of us who are more witchy, we know that the real new year is in the springtime. This is the most ideal time to start new things, new routines, new habits, and new lifestyles. It's an excellent time to go vegan if you aren't yet already. I always start my morning with a 10 to 15 minute meditation. Then I go outside without any socks or shoes so that I can ground in the earth. I take a few breaths, and then I start reading my affirmations. I wrote them on a piece of paper so that I don't have to stare at my phone screen. Of all the self-help tools I've tried, and I've tried pretty much all of them, out loud verbal affirmations remain one of the most effective, especially when you repeat the same list of them every day. I actually just started doing affirmations right after waking up instead of after meditation, because it's easier to program your brain when your wavelengths of your brain are in the certain wavelength after you have been sleeping. Just don't. Just walk by. Just walk by.
I'm just kidding. I forgot my shoes now.
I enjoy my coffee with a book or with YouTube on the days I allow myself to use YouTube. Then I have a snack.
Low lunge. Step your right foot forward in between your palms, back knee comes down to the floor. Squeeze into your glutes, draw your navel in, extend your arms up overhead. And we'll join our hands together at the front of the heart, Anjali Mudra.
Doing yoga in the morning instead of the evening is leading to me actually doing it every day, since it's part of my morning routine. Before, I would go several days or even a week without doing it. Being on my phone less also allows me much more time to make sure I get drawing, singing, and guitar in almost every day, instead of having to make myself do those things. Yay, I downloaded a video edit app called Shotcut that's free and supposed to be really good for vlogs. That will help me to not have to edit on my phone, which gives me a headache, and yeah.
It's on the 25th, by the way, and it's close by here.
Of April?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll try to keep the calendar open. What?
Ben, I swear to God, they got a shit ton of fucking... You want me to do it?
I'll go
Okay,
on.
are we ready to read the Mad Libs?
Wait, we gotta
That
get
I
more
can't
steps
see.
to run. Go, run. Fast.
I don't know where I'm going.
Straight down to the corner.
When their boobs locked across the crowded tree, a beautiful smile slowly crept across her vagina. The bumpy chemistry seemed undeniable. It was...
The bumpy chemistry.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's your adjective.
It was madly obvious that she wanted him. He grabbed 2 glasses of bubbly tea from the tray of a passing plate. From the tray of a passing plate. That makes sense. Mom, that makes sense.
Passing what?
From the tray of a passing plate.
Nice.
I'm not gonna try. Okay, we're gonna read this Mad Lib. We're gonna be very successful at it. Okay, here we go. Ever have a soaking wet first date where you can't believe you wasted more than 5 minutes with such an unbelievably bodacious person? Listen to these grandmas. Listen to these grandmas recount their most memorable first date disasters. Oh, come on, that's funny.
Okay.
Fuck you.
I was thinking about Grandma and fucking Shirley. I was like, that's probably accurate.
I went out with this beast named Robert. Who showed up in a I like big balls and I cannot run t-shirt.
I like big balls and I cannot run. That's good.
That makes sense, actually.
She said that was why she was attracted to me. Because my cock was so big and moist. Check it out. I cleaned up in here and I put up some lights. I'm uploading, or actually just creating the videos for podcasts so I can catch them up on my YouTube channel. And then I wrote down this really good, like, no phone plan. Not that I'm getting rid of my iPhone or anything like that, but this no phone plan to be on my phone a lot less. You can pause this if you really like want to look at it, but I'm just like limiting my time on my phone even more than I already have. And yeah, and then I'm trying to really like be more in the routine and more serious about like my drawing as far as making that an income and everything, and being able to manage my time more so that I can have more time not on a phone. And the goal is to get a nice used camera so that I can film myself all the time for vlogs, but without having to use my phone to do so that I can be more present. Oh yeah, we got some vibes happening. We're just vibing out, you know? Got the color changing vibes. No, but for real, I'm so like unbelievably happy that I have this space to record and to draw and to try not to hit my head on the ceiling. So happy. Oh my goodness. These pink flowers are such a beautiful surprise that I definitely did not expect, and I'm so excited for more of them to bloom. And then look at literally pink everywhere. How cool are those trees? Look, what's the difference between Shitten and this little baby pig here? What's the difference? Other than that, Shitten is a little asshole. Just kidding. But yeah, extend your love for dogs or cats to other animals. Just a little quick, like, one sitting little drawing. I'm positive, happy, and grateful. I'm abundant and supported. I'm whole, self-assured, and happy on my own from within. I started meditating in the middle of 2017, and just simply doing that led me to leaving an abusive relationship and starting a whole entire spiritual awakening. I've read over 20 self-help related books in the last couple of years, and mindfulness is definitely something that's in pretty much every single book. I mean, awareness is everything. What can we do about issues if we're not even aware of them? What can we do about being on our phones too much if we're not even aware of how much we're on our phones or how addictive phones are? It's important to also have self-compassion and not judge yourself about this. Awareness without judgment. Again, the book How to Break Up With Your Phone by Catherine Price will show you how to do that in a gradual process kind of way.
I'm gonna give it a soft hug.
They're
Fit
so pretty.
hug.
I love these things. They're so pretty. So, it's kind of late at night, but I just did in one sitting these 3 sketches with a pen. They're a little rough, and I used thispersondoesnotexist.com, I think. If I remember, I'll link it. It's basically artificial intelligence creates and auto-generates these photos of humans, but they're not really real humans. It's kind of trippy. They look like real humans, but they're not. And it's a really good source to use for art, and especially for practicing, because then for example, I made this guy's head way too long. Then you're not gonna offend someone if you're drawing them, and also you're not gonna criticize yourself, and others aren't gonna criticize this drawing if you're trying to draw Angelina Jolie and everyone knows what she looks like, and then you mess something up. So it makes it nice and approachable for practicing. Thank you for watching, and if you're new to the idea of veganism, please watch Earthling Ed's YouTube channel. Literally, go do it right now. You also might enjoy my podcast, the Stop the Violence podcast, which you can find on this YouTube channel by just subscribing, or it's also available on Apple, Spotify, and Anchor. I also have more road trip vlogs coming up, so stay tuned.